What's up everybody, hope you're doing well. 2 days ago I posted a video about the new Terra Evolution set that's coming out, along with a few other sets that are going to be really great coming into the holiday season. The Dragon set in November, the Eevee set in December, and the Glory of Team Rocket set in January. Well, PokeBeach just posted an article today revealing some of the new cards for the Stellar Miracle set that is coming out in September, and these cards are absolutely amazing. If the rest of the Pokemon cards in the Stellar Miracle set are even nearly as good as these, I think we're going to have 4 back-to-back really awesome sets this year. So let's go ahead and take a look at the PokeBeach article and see some of the new cards. So as soon as you open up the PokeBeach article, you're going to see 4 cards that have been revealed: the Hydrapple SAR, the Terrapagos SAR, the Noctowl Art Rare, which is going to be an illustration rare promo in the Pokemon Center ETBs, and you're going to see the Joltik Art Rare. These 4 cards are absolutely amazing, especially the Terrapagos. I'll go ahead and pull it up here on the screen. This Terrapagos card is absolutely beautiful with the mosaic stained glass look in the back, and you can see the waves in the bottom right of the card. This stellar concept, I wasn't too sure how I was going to feel about it with all the different Terra types popping into play, but this card is just absolutely amazing. I think this is going to be a top chase for a lot of people, maybe even in the Scarlet and Violet era in general. I'll be really curious to see how expensive this card is when it comes out. I think that'll also be pretty dependent on what the pull rates are for Stellar Miracle and Stellar Crown. Stellar Miracle, by the way, is the Japanese version of the set. This is coming out in July, halfway through July, and Stellar Crown will be coming out at the beginning of September here in the United States. I think if the pull rates are kind of similar to Twilight Masquerade and Temporal Forces, then we might see this card pretty close to where we see the Greninja right now. I think it's a very, very nice card. Another key detail to take note of is the rainbow coloration on the foil. So compared to other SARs where you just have the normal silver grayish border with the digital print over top, with the Terrapagos SAR we can see that it's going to have a rainbow coloration along the border, since we're looking at a stellar Pokemon which has every Pokemon type attached to it. Another SAR that was just revealed is the Hydrapple SAR. Me personally, I'm not as big of a fan as this as the Terrapagos, but I do think it's a very cool card. I do think it fits in line with the Scarlet and Violet era, especially since we've been getting the Diplin and the Applin art rares lately, so I think this is another nice addition to the set. Along with the Noctowl art rare, which again in the Pokemon Center ETBs, along with the normal ETBs, you'll see at release in September. This will be a promo, though in the Japanese set Stellar Miracle you'll be able to pull this as an art rare. And then the last card that was released or revealed was the Joltik Art Rare. I really like this card. This is actually the second time we've gotten a Joltik Art Rare, which is kind of interesting. We had one in Paradox Rift, and now we have another one here in this new Stellar Miracle set. But I do think the coloration on this one is a lot better. I actually prefer this one versus the one that we got in Paradox Rift. So it'll be interesting to see what the other illustration rares are when they come out in September. So now I just want to go over to Pokemon Center and show you the newly revealed front page. So when you go into Pokemon Center's website, you'll now see the new Stellar Crown set that's coming out in September. Now you're going to see that the Noctowl promo you're going to get if you purchase the Pokemon Center ETBs, like every other Pokemon Center ETB, you will get a Pokemon Center stamped promo along with the normal promo, which in this case will be the Noctowl. And this is the ETB here. You're going to see that it's going to come with 10 packs like most Pokemon Center ETBs with the Noctowl promo, along with some pretty cool pack artworks. If you go over to the sleeve packs, we're going to see that you're going to get a Terrapagos pack art. This one's pretty cool. We're going to get a Cinderace, which is awesome. It would be really cool to see if we get a Cinderace special illustration rare in Stellar Crown. We're going to get a Lapras pack art. And we're also going to get a Galvantula pack art, which kind of fits with the Joltik illustration rare. So this is really exciting. I want to know what Pokemon you guys want to see in this set. Are there any Pokemon you think would work really well with the concept of the stellar terrestrialization? Let me know down in the comments. One more thing I wanted to go over before the video ends is a quick update on the few cards from Twilight Masquerade. I know that there's been some cards lately in the Scarlet and Violet era that look very similar. We have this Greninja EX, we had the Charizard from Paldean Fates, and now we have this Terrapago special illustration rare, which all have a lot going on with this concept of terrestrialization. And I know for a long time people weren't really sure how to feel about it, but I do want to point out that recently this Greninja card has been going absolutely crazy. I think it's going to be a little bit longer than predicted for this card to settle down in price. Do I think it's going to happen still? Absolutely. I think people aren't very excited about this Shrouded Fable set that's coming out in August, and so there's really going to be this long period of time while these are the main chases. But now with this Terrapago special illustration rare that was just leaked, I think a lot of excitement is going to pull away from the Greninja and go over to this card in September. But looking right now, if you look at the TCG market, right now the market price is $214 for the Greninja. But if you look at the last solds from today, you will see that one was sold for $220. The rest were sold for about $230, and then a lightly played was sold for $210. But if you actually scroll down to the lowest available listings, you will see that the lowest available on TCG Player is $263. That is much higher than it's been so far, and I would not be surprised if it continues to hold up there for a little bit before making its way back down as the upcoming sets start to make their way forward. So the last card I wanted to quickly go over is the Carmine from Twilight Masquerade, because it is doing a very similar thing to the Greninja. So again, we talked about before how after a month or two we'll probably see this card drop, and in the meantime, right now the card is starting to go back up. So the current market price is around $107. I think last week we saw it go down to like the high 80s, low 90s. But again, right now these cards are really hard to pull, and there's probably less listings on TCG Player. So right now the lowest available for sale in English is $110 plus $5 shipping, so $115. I think we're going to see these cards continue to be pretty expensive for a while, but once all the hype settles, especially once we get past Shrouded Fable, because again, people don't really seem to care as much about those cards. Once Stellar Crown comes out in September with some really awesome cards, hopefully, I think these cards will finally start to wash out, and people will start to kind of let them fall behind and start to focus on some of the new chase cards for the Scarlet and Violet era. So just give it a little bit of time. Don't worry too hard about these cards. They are expensive, but they're probably not going to be that expensive forever. Not to say that they're going to be, $30, $40 cards in 3 months. That's not true. They're going to still be pretty on the higher end for the rest of the Scarlet and Violet era, but hopefully they don't sit at $260 for the Greninja and $115 for the Carmine. All right, everybody, that's going to be it for today. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite card is that was just revealed, and what Pokemon cards are you really hoping to see from this new Stellar Crown set. I know that we just talked about the other day the Dragon set and the Terra Evolution set, and now the Gloria Team Rocket set. Do you think this set will also reach up to the hype and be as exciting as some of the other ones? Let me know what your thoughts are. All right, everybody, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.